In medieval Europe, knights-errant would don their armor and ride forth to vanquish evil, defend the weak, and claim treasure in God's name. In Imperial Japan, a similar warrior would don their armor and ride forth to vanquish evil, defend the weak, and claim treasure for their lord. These Japanese warriors were called samurai, and their deeds of valor were guided by a strict code of behavior known as Bushido, the way of the warrior. Join me today as we look at some of the core tenets of Bushido and see how they helped shape Japan's history. The year is 1185 AD, and your name is Taro. For the last 3 years, you have trained in the art of war, learning how to ride a horse, shoot an arrow, wield a bow and sword, and most importantly, fight as part of a team. You are now ready to join the ranks of the samurai. But before you can do so, you must swear to abide by the Bushido code of conduct. Do you accept this responsibility? As a samurai, you will be expected to show unwavering loyalty to your lord, no matter how dire the circumstances. You will also be expected to follow a strict moral code, both on and off the battlefield. But perhaps most importantly, you will be expected to always seek self-improvement. This is the way of the samurai, the way of Bushido. Bushido was more than just a set of rules or a code of ethics. It was a way of life that permeated every aspect of a samurai's existence. The term Bushido itself means the way of the warrior, and it encompasses a variety of principles that guided the actions of Japan's ancient warriors. One of the most important aspects of Bushido was loyalty, or in Japanese, chugi. A samurai was expected to be loyal not only to his lord and master, but also to his clan and his country. This meant that a samurai would never betray a superior officer or abandon his post in the face of danger. He would also be expected to defend his lord's honor at all costs. In fact, the concept of loyalty was so important that a samurai was often required to commit a form of ritual suicide if he had failed in his duty or brought dishonor upon himself or his family. Another important aspect of Bushido was courage, or in Japanese, a samurai was expected to be brave and fearless in the face of danger. He must be willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good and never give up in the face of adversity. In addition to loyalty and courage, Bushido also emphasized the importance of compassion, or in Japanese, hota-enji. Despite their reputation as fierce and merciless warriors, samurai were expected to be honorable and compassionate towards their enemies. They were not allowed to kill unarmed or surrendering soldiers, and they were expected to treat prisoners of war with respect. Compassion was also extended to the common people. As a member of the ruling class, the samurai were expected to use their power and influence to help the less fortunate. They were also forbidden from exploiting or oppressing the peasants who lived under their rule. One of the most well-known aspects of Bushido is the concept of self-control. A samurai was expected to be in control of himself at all times. He must be able to resist temptation and never lose his cool, even in the face of death. Self-control was also essential when fighting battles. A samurai could not rely on brute strength or aggression alone. He had to be able to think strategically and make quick decisions in the heat of battle. To achieve self-control, samurai practiced martial arts, meditation, and other forms of self-discipline. In fact, many schools of Japanese martial arts trace their roots back to the samurai class. Finally, Bushido emphasized the importance of honor, or in Japanese, a samurai's honor was his most prized possession, and he would do anything to protect it. He was expected to be honest, trustworthy, and always strive to do what was right. If a samurai's honor was challenged, he was expected to respond with dignity and grace. This often meant engaging in a duel to settle the dispute, and the samurai's response was as important as the offense itself. By following these principles, a samurai could earn the respect of his peers and live a life of honor and dignity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you can help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers.